A 5-4 walk-off win for the Colonels. They come back and beat Central Arkansas. 3 runs in the 9th inning. Seth Thibodeau in his 8th year managing the Colonels. You've had walk-off wins in your career. You had 4 last year, but how many can compare to tonight's?
Oh, tonight was special. It was awesome, and I was just telling our guys and our coaches the other day that we haven't had a walk-off all year, and it's special how it happened tonight with all the seniors doing something to make sure it happened.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, senior row, and then your 8-hitter, another senior, he is able to win it. Starting at the top, Joey Morales. He leads the conference in hits, and here he is looking for his first tonight. 9th inning, down by 2 runs. He leads things off, but that was the start of quite a 9th inning show.
Oh, he had to get a hit. And when he did, then it was like, okay, the tying runs at the plate. Chet had to get a hit. And of course, he lays down a great bunt. And I think he led our team in hitting tonight with 2 drag bunts, right? So, for them to do that. And then Kyle North has to deliver a blow, and he was kind of unsure if he wanted to a sack or not and get him over. But I really wanted to see him swing the bat there because we can score from first base like we did. And for him to deliver that 2-strike hit like that, the double, was big, and when that happened, there was no doubt it was going to go. But seniors, like you said, just delivering and making things happen is outstanding to see.
Your reputation of being a team that is willing to bunt anyone at any time, it really messed with the minds of those Central Arkansas infielders in the 9th inning. Felt a little bad for Rigo Aguilar at third base. He didn't know what to do during that Kyle Noth at bat. You got your 4-hitter showing bunt for the first couple pitches, then he brings the bat back and smacks one down the right field line. How does that unpredictability play a part in such a crucial point in the game?
I think you're just trying to make the play. You're trying to make the routine play, get the routine out, maybe cut a run off right there. And so I knew that, they were trying to do that. But I think it also may have opened up some holes for us. Fortunately, we had good baseball fortune there. But I think the key to the entire night may have been just the grit and determination from our guys. And I was proud to see that. And, look, every senior had to do something gritty all the way to the last swing when Gage had to lay out and make sure he was safe at first base. It was good to see.
You're all about finishing this season strong. You still are in the playoff picture, and winning this series, getting a sweep against UCA, puts you in a good position to get back to Sugar Land. You look at 54 games this year and the ebbs and flows of a season. This is a reminder of what your seniors have been all about and what they're capable of.
No question about it. Look, Caden had to go today, and he found out this morning that he was going to pitch because Alex was throwing up and had a stomach virus, and so he wasn't prepared. He didn't throw off of a mound all week, so he wasn't really prepared, and you can kind of see that. But what happened there was he was so gritty and determined, and the 3rd, 4th, 5th innings, just to keep it there was critical. And those guys were getting some good swings off, so he did an awesome job. And look, every senior did something. There's some things that were done in the outfield today by Lee Clark and Chet Niehaus that prevented base runners from getting to other bases. We eliminated some bases out there, even off the double off the wall when they could have easily scored. We get that baseball in right away, and Chet tracks down a few balls out there. Little things like that, all the way to the end. Especially, and then you can't leave out Christian Ballinger and the job he did of just keeping zeros there. It was fun to see.
Great win tonight, Coach, and we'll see you at 6 p.m. for Game 2 of our 3-game series. You can listen on ESPN Radio New Orleans. You can also watch on Nicholls Athletics on YouTube. If you want to go ahead and grab number 10, we'll celebrate with Gage Cheer. We also will sit here and celebrate the slide of Gage Cheer. He got a little Superman on us at the end. He went full extension, broke up the double play. Can we trademark that slide, the Superman finish? What do you want to call it?
I think Superman's already trademarked.
That can't be true. Who's used that? You emulated Superman and made it your own on the final finish of the game, Gage. What goes into making that decision? Full extension, game on the line, we're winning it.
I want to make one thing clear, first of all, before I say anything about that. Kyle North and Christian Ballinger won that game for us. So I was in the right place at the right time and put a terrible swing on a good pitch. But going back to the slide, in that situation, you just want to try to get there as hard as you can. And I don't know. I didn't think about it or anything. It just kind of happened. So I was trying to get to the bag.
That is a 6-4-3 double play in a lot of games. But one thing we have seen from you this season, you have been persistent in your approach to perfection. This is a frustrating game, and you can go through slumps and struggles. But in that instance, Kyle gives you the 2-run double to tie it up.
Huge.
You stand in with 1 out. When you leave that batter's box, what is the mentality? What's in your mind as you head to first?
Get there. Simple as that. That's it. That's all I got.
You outran your entire teammates that were trying to water bath you, though. You don't want to celebrate. What's your problem?
That was all adrenaline, too. We need to start timing my 60s on that. No, I am wet though, so I don't know if you can tell or not.
My man here slides safely to first, and then he ends up in left field to celebrate. By the time we looked up at you, you had outran your entire team. They're chasing you with water bottles. I mean, if you just showed up at the park, you'd never been to a baseball game, and that was your first scene, what do you think people are thinking?
What kind of crazy game is this? I don't know. It is crazy. I mean, we just came down by 3 on Friday against the third-place team in the league, so it's unreal.
And Tyler Gray was unbelievable, so they get rid of Tyler after 7 innings. He had retired 11 straight. They go to their bullpen. Quick 8th inning, but then the 9th inning, it starts with your seniors, and you are one of 5 seniors that stepped up in the 9th for a rally. Joey Morales was the first, but then Chet Niehaus, a big bunt, a 2-run double for Kyle Noth. What do people need to know about this senior class?
There's not a lot of quit in us. I mean, we work really hard to fight for that inch that we just got, so I think it's awesome.
Well, great win for you, great win for your hat that continues to be something we all idolize. Yeah, can you show it off real quick? Real quick.
There goes Oakley's, but check that out.
They're knockoffs, but it's all good. Great win, Gage. We'll see you back here Saturday.
Thank you. Listen to these guys. They did all the work. So.
And those are real Oakleys. I didn't mean to embarrass them. Christian Ballinger goes 3 2/3 innings of relief for the Colonels tonight. He comes in following a 125-pitch performance from Caden Hatcher. We got to bring that camera up a little bit for Mr. 6'5". You come into the game in an emergency situation, and you are 5th in the country in appearances, so we know you're accustomed to coming in at any point. But after watching Caden tonight, what were your thoughts about coming in with what Central Arkansas had been doing offensively?
Yeah, well, I mean, Caden was out there. He started on short rest, and I mean, he just I saw him out there competing. You know, I mean, I know we say that a lot, but I mean, it's really something that we play by. Everyone does. So I saw him out there. And, I mean, senior, we got to pitch for each other and play for each other, just like we play for everyone on our own team, you know. And so I just went out there and, you know, tried to hit my spots and stuff, and it worked out in the end.
It was last July when you committed to this program, and you're thinking, oh, my college career might be over, might not get that D1 opportunity, that you're not only finishing up a senior as a Division I reliever, you're going to finish top 5 in the country in appearances. This is how your final home series is starting. What kind of year have you had?
I mean, it's been an awesome year. Whenever as a freshman in college, I thought it was gonna be 4 years and done and just played out. But I mean, whenever I got injured, it's kind of it hit me hard because I thought my career was over. But then, luckily through coaches knowing each other, I got to come play here, and it's really just been a dream of mine. From a little kid, playing D1 is something you always want to do. I mean, it's been awesome, and to pitch as much as I have and being meaningful situations and have the trust of the coaches and players, it's just something I could never imagine. It's awesome.
I think one of the special components about this season, and even this moment before we get Kyle Noth over here, we can go all over the country. We can go to Arizona, we can play throughout Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi. We have guys from all over.
Right.
We're going to sit here and talk to you and Kyle Noth, who grew up in Mandeville. You were part of Lakeshore High School, one of their first varsity baseball teams that they ever formed. Before we bring Kyle over here, how extra special is it when you got a guy you've been playing ball with since he was in knee highs, and here you are doing it with the Colonels?
Right. I mean, it's pretty awesome. Me and Kyle were good friends in high school, and I got to pitch him in high school. It's just it's been awesome carrying that to the college level and knowing that we both got just progressed in our baseball career. I mean, it's been fun watching him because in high school he always had that pretty sweet lefty swing, and of course you saw him tonight. He still has it, so it's been so much fun just playing with him.
Let's double up with Kyle. Go grab him over here real quick. Kyle Noth and Christian Ballinger are both Lakeshore High School alums, but it's what they've done in their time at Thibodaux that we really find so much to appreciate. And tell me a quick Christian Ballinger high school story.
That's a tough one. I don't really have any stories. You just know Christian, ever since high school, you know, when he gets the ball, you know, it's gonna be something special. You know, he proved it tonight. You know, he's keep his team rolling, and we love it.
What a special story between these two, and it feeds into our 9th inning conversation. It's all about these seniors. Christian gets the win for his 3 2/3 innings of relief, but Kyle Noth comes up, runners on first and second, no outs, 2-run game. That was a long and short at bat based on everything that happened within it. What did you see pitch by pitch, and how much did the circumstances change based on the balls that you were taking?
Right. You know, well, before I saw any pitches, Coach Tip called me up and said, you know, hey, you know, how you feeling? If you're seeing it well, you know, then go ahead and swing. If you're not seeing it well, then you go lay the bunt down. You know, I do anything for my team, so I squared around a bunt the first pitch and it was a ball. I said, okay, and then I saw their third baseman might be put on a play, and so then I said, okay, well, now I'm trying to swing and just work the count, and then finally I got a good pitch to hit and put a good swing on it.
How did you concentrate on that pitch with Rigo Aguilar 9 feet away from you? I mean, he was pressed up in the batter's box at third base.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, when that happened, I'd already decided I was going to swing, and so I saw him creeping up, so just trying to put a good swing on. I'm not worried about him creeping in, and just luckily I fouled it off. So
Christian doesn't want to interview with us. Christian, great job tonight. He just goes 3 2/3 scoreless of relief, but he wants to make sure this conversation is focused on you. We wouldn't be here without that two-run hit, but there's so many pieces that played a part in it. This is an individual game with a team that dictates everything. How meaningful is it when you have the hit, but all of these seniors put you in a position to do it?
Oh, exactly. I mean, this team, we push each individual, every day to do their best. That's exactly, the first couple of bats of the night for me didn't go well. But, I see first and second, nobody out. I say, it's time for you to produce for your team. I hear my guys cheering me on. That just drives me.
When you have almost 800 at-bats in your career, I'm sure a lot of them just blend together, but your ability to understand each pitch as it might be your last, that was such a significant ability in this ninth inning tonight to, hey, I've been here before, I know what to do. What did you see during those pitches that played out and gave you a game-winning opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, it's no surprise our season's come to a close when we make the tournament, or whatnot, but yeah, you just ninth inning, you got to get it done. Just see good pitches and put good swings on it, and that's what we did tonight.
You've got 2 more games this weekend against the number 3 team in the conference, and to beat Central Arkansas with the way they've been playing, coming in at 17-10, coming in at 34-22 after beating Little Rock. How do you want to see these next 2 games play out? Big change with your rotation with Alex Ernestine going down, but now it puts Alex Ernestine and Jake Badavian in an interesting position for a Friday and Saturday start.
Right, yeah, I mean, we just have to play Nicholls State baseball. Our starters gave us good innings on the mound, and the hitters just continue what we can do, put good swings on good pitches. And like I said before, a team with nothing to lose is pretty dangerous, so I like where we're sitting right now.
He is captain of the Colonels for a reason. He and Joey Morales and these senior starters that have been leaders all season. They get a walk-off tonight, and it was fun to watch. How would you judge Gage Tier's walk-off, though? I mean, he was trying to avoid you guys. Come on, Gage, embrace it.
Well, at first, he kind of got mobbed there for a little while. Then, after a couple minutes of that, I think he just got tired of it, getting soaked with water, so he just took off running.
I'm kidding. Gage and his one-liners, we love them. We're terrified of them. Whenever he comes on the air, you never know what to expect. Great win tonight, Kyle. We'll see you at the park tomorrow.
So let's do it again.
Kyle Noth, Colonel Baseball, a walk-off win, a 5-4 victory. Take a look at that scoreboard. It looks good. Colonels make the most of their 5 hits, and they win it against UCA on ESPN Radio New Orleans.